Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. I'm working on some allergies or a little bit of cold, so I'm going to try to get through this with you. The forecast, fairly quiet. So let's get to it. And as I talked about, I know that some places have spring break this last week. Some have already had it. Some schools have spring break this last week, and you might be coming home from, say, Florida or Myrtle Beach or something like that. Good morning, Veronica Horn. Or some places have it next week, actually, too, and you might be heading some places. So we'll look at that. We'll look at the weather for Michigan, too. So let's get to it and get you all figured out on the weather here. All right, as far as precipitation, someone asked just about El Nino expected to continue through summer. No, it's expected to be real weak and not have an impact, and it doesn't really have an impact on our summertime weather. El Nino is usually something that influences our winter weather and was too weak to do it. All right, so fairly quiet right now. There's still a few showers down in the southwest corner of the state. UP dry, the rest of lower Michigan dry, but lots of cloudiness, lots of fog around, low clouds. That, I think, could break up through the day. You see some little spots where it tries to break up. So I wouldn't anticipate a whole lot of huge sunshine, but I do think we will get some off and on sun in the afternoon. So things will be getting less gray as we go through the afternoon. Hey, good morning, Brenda Daw. She says, very foggy this morning. Yes, a lot of places are quite on the foggy side. Okay, temperature-wise, today we're going to look at mid to upper 40s, Detroit 49, and Ann Arbor 47, 48, Flinton 45, Saginaw 46, Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo 44, 45, Northern Lower in the low 40s, and the UP in the upper 30s to mid 40s on the western side of the state. Good morning, Vivian Alvarez. Okay, now tomorrow, a strong cold front rumbles through tonight, mostly dry except for the thumb. I'll show that to you in just a moment. So tomorrow's a different day. Tomorrow is a windy day. If you have to work outside today versus tomorrow, do the stuff outside today. I know, Shannon, we're looking for that sunshine. Where is it? It's above the clouds, unfortunately, where it is a lot of times for Michigan. Morning, Wayne Lynch. So we're looking at 30s, upper 30s in southern lower tomorrow with a stiff northerly wind, making it feel like it's in the 20s. In the 20s, northern lower with that stiff northerly wind, making it feel like it's in the teens, and the same deal in the UP. Hey, good morning, Barb Otaveris. Now, Saturday, not bad. Mid-40s for most places. Sun coming back. I'll show that to you in a moment. Sunday, a little bit better. It is the best of the weekend days, and it's not bad. Maybe grab the rake and start getting the little bit of leftover leaves, or a lot of bit of leftover leaves in some cases. About 50, let's call it. And that's about 5 degrees colder than what we had thought, 6, 7 days out. But you know what? That's pretty close for 6 or 7 days out. Then Monday into Tuesday, we get a cool down again. So we'll watch that period as there's a storm system coming. Someone says, heading home from Florida next week, keep the warm weather coming. You bring back warm weather, please, if you could. And then as we go into Wednesday of next week, we start a warming trend again. So that's going to be actually kind of the theme, I think, of our weather here the next 2 to 3 weeks is a couple of days going a little cooler than normal. And remember that average high temperature is going up now. About a degree every 2 days. Jeff Joyce, should you put your snowplow away now? No, that will jinx us. If you put your snowplow away, we will have a big snowstorm, and there still is enough cold air that we could have a snowstorm. I don't see it, but it could happen. Okay, so I was getting to the point of the theme, I think, over the next couple weeks is a few days slightly above normal, warmer than normal, and going to a few days slightly below normal. And that will actually end up being kind of a normal type temperature weather pattern for us. Okay, let's look at our American model, and this will help the spring break travel crowd too, okay? So this is today and it's quiet, but watch up here and here. This storm system is going to move up the northeast and pull the cold air down. So this is tonight. This is tomorrow morning, turning into a big storm in the northeast, and this is a cold flow with snow showers. Where you see the blue, you can plan on snow showers. Robert, how much snow is left in Kalkaska? I'm not exactly sure, but I heard that there was still about a foot in northeast lower Michigan. So I'm guessing that Kalkaska is about the same deal there. So this is tomorrow. Strong storm out the east, northerly winds, and some snow showers. Probably not anything significant, except I would say east of I-75, you could see an inch or two. Okay? All right. And that's Friday night. So if you're traveling Friday night, say down to the southeast, it looks pretty good for you. Along I-75, I think the snow showers will stay east of I-75 in Ohio. You should be pretty good. I would kind of maybe avoid the West Virginia route if you're going south or coming north. Good day to wash your car? Yeah, not too bad because it'll last for several days. Okay, now this is Saturday, and this is a quiet weather pattern. Here's what we call a high pressure center. And you know, I gotta apologize, folks. Weather data out in the future is not real easy to make user friendly. You're gonna have to learn the squiggly lines with me. That's all I can tell you. I gotta teach you about the squiggly lines and what they mean, and you're gonna have to learn another piece of information in life to get a lot out of it. So here's a high pressure cell, and it's nice. And Saturday is a nice day, and Sunday is a nice day. The high pressure cell moves over here, and we're into that southerly wind. But look, up here, this high pressure cell is a cold one, and you got a cold front right here, and you got a storm system. So this is what we will watch. Rob Hayes, I would say Sunday would be pretty good fishing. We're there right now. Okay, and then look at what happens on Monday. This cold front comes through, and a area of low pressure travels just to our south. So we do have to kind of keep an eye on that, because sometimes the two can combine, and it's a possibility of some snow. I would keep an eye on that. Okay, and then as we go into next week, same deal. Cool down and then warm back up. So that's why I say we're going to kind of be in a rhythmical type pattern. Now, I do like the Climate Prediction Center, and they do a good job on the 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day forecast, 3 to 4 week forecast. But sometimes I find they lag a couple of days behind what the models are showing, almost like they don't believe in them just yet. And so I think what I'm showing you here is pretty good when we look at the extended, but I also think they're kind of lagging a little bit, and I'll explain that too as we go into it. So here's your 6 to 10 day forecast, and it's slightly cooler than normal in Michigan, eastern part of the country, and slightly wetter than normal. I don't think it will be a whole lot wetter than normal. And then the 8 to 14 day, which takes us out to April 3rd, is about normal for lower Michigan, maybe slightly cooler. And remember, normal at that point is about 50 degrees, low 50s in the southern lower, upper 40s, northern lower, mid 40s in the UP. So we continue with a slow meltdown, which I think is probably a pretty good idea. So there you have it. First thing, for spring break travelers, no significant weather to or from the southeast U.S. over the weekend. Good traveling back, although bring the coat, and good traveling down there. Next thing is up and down on the weather, but the downs won't be real down and the ups won't be real up. So we're going to kind of get in a range between about 45 and 55. Enjoy it. It's what people call spring, and it's what a lot of Michiganders complain to me, that they say we don't get spring, we go winter right into summer. Looks like we're going to have several weeks of spring weather. So, hey, good morning, Carl Drawlyard. I'm your weather predictionist. I like that. That's a term I've never heard before. I'll take it. So, have yourselves a great day. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. You can always get into the comments on my MLive posts or on Facebook and ask me questions. I try to check in all the time and answer those. So go ahead and ask if you have a question or a statement. And again, have yourselves a great Thursday. Week's going fast. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.